All right, yo, what's up, everyone? We're over here towards the end of Bourbon Heritage Month. So, another blind I've been wanting to do for quite a while is to blind some of my favorite bourbons versus my infinity bottle. If you follow the Instagram or the TikTok, like a year ago, you saw when I was putting this together and there was a whole accident. But, I kept track of everything. I was going for a very specific flavor that I think I achieved, but then after a spill, I just kind of threw a bunch of other stuff in there, and I haven't hit it in quite a while, in a long time, like many months actually. So it's had a long time to mingle. It looks like the last time I added to it was back in November 2023. I added Hardin's Creek Boston and Elijah Craig Barrel Proof C923. So if you don't know, the Infinity bottle consists of 56 different bourbons, even a couple of ryes that I threw in there, and it's coming in at 113.4 proof, and I started it in September 14th, 2023. So I use the Infinity Bottle app to just kind of keep track of everything. I have a bunch of my favorite stuff in there. I just wanted to see, is it actually good or is it going to be trash? I don't know. So we're going to compare it with Jacob's Well. That's the Hardin's Creek. That was like the first one that came out besides the 2 year old one. 108 proof. This is a 15, 16-year-old blend of like the regular Beam bourbon as well as their high rye mash bill bourbon. So that's like a 15, 16-year-old product. We got the Infinity bottle, of course. We've got Knob Creek 18, batch 1, coming in at 100 proof. And of course, one of the other all time favorites, Russell's Reserve 13, coming in at 114.8 proof. All right, so let's see what we've got. Hopefully, it's good. I haven't had this one in so long, but I remember saying that's probably one of my all time favorites. But so this one has just really good. A lot of oak, that sweet oak, definitely an older expression. Some black pepper. Hard to get past that. It's very subtle. It's very just easy, but nice and mellow. Like mellow, but not to the point where I've got to like really dig in and search. Like, yeah, anyway, here we go. Glass 1 packs quite a bit of heat. It's not too viscous. I feel like the palate does match the nose. I get that oak. I get a lot of spice. There's like a hint of a caramel sweetness, a little bit of like nuttiness, like a peanut butteriness. Yeah, let me do one more sip just to. It definitely really like lights up the whole entire palate. Like even though it's not too viscous, but it's kind of buttery at the same time. Maybe a hint of like a honey with the caramel or like a butterscotch, but I feel it throughout the whole palate immediately. It just goes into like a light up the tongue, bright spice and oak characteristic, but yet does I don't know, doesn't quite have a lot of depth at the same time. But yeah, that one's pretty good. I mean, here we go. We'll see how these all turn out. Similar nose, maybe a little more oak forward, less of the pepperiness. Yeah, similar. Maybe not. Less of the spice, way more of that oak influence. Not a lot of sweetness though. Doesn't spark the tongue in the same way. Maybe a little more viscous. The finish lingers quite a bit more. It's very warm on the finish. Man, it's hot as hell in here. I feel like I'm still getting that same kind of like honey note, but very subtle. I think I'll put that one ahead of glass 1. All right, glass 3. Quite a bit different on the nose. Maybe a little more of like a mixed berry, fruit forward vibe. Don't really get a sense of that oak as much. I mean, just different, a little harder to get through. This one's kind of similar to the first glass. It's funny, all of these I know are good, but this one definitely isn't hitting. It's like very similar to glass 1, but just not quite as punchy. I get a little more of a sweetness on the second sip, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe my palate's just not good. Yeah, we'll do this backwards again. Let's go to glass 4 now. So I'll have it. So right now, glass 1 in first, glass 2 in second, glass 3 in third. Yeah, my nose must really suck right now because I'm not even. This one smells just like the same. Man, there's now. Actually, by comparison, there's like a weird kind of sour vibe coming off the first glass in the aroma. Yeah, I guess 2 is kind of similar actually. Anyway, here we go. Glass 4. This one's very drying. That's a really good one. Very drying. Not a lot of sweetness, but has kind of the spice and oak a little better balanced than some of the other ones, I think. I'm going to swap that with the previous glass. So let's see. Glass 4 is now going to be in third place. So let me give it a second and I'll come and I'll run them backwards. All right, so now we'll go back through it. Glass 1 was first, glass 2 was second, glass 4 was third, glass 3 is I put in last. So let's go through it backwards. We go glass 3. Smells really good. I like it more this next time around. It's very light though. It's coming across sweeter. Still very oaky, as I mean all of these are going to be because they're pretty high in age. Yeah, I mean, I like that a lot more actually. Here we go. Let's go to glass 4. That's better too. It's very similar to the third glass, but has more punch. But now I feel that I've given it a minute. Maybe I'm acclimated better. A lot of the sweeter bourbony notes are coming out rather than just being like oak and bitterness and pepper. So that one is still up in third place. Let's go to glass 2 now. Damn, that's good too. That one has more spice, which I also like. Brighter, but I don't know. I think it's got a brighter, thinner quality, but kind of similar, but more spice over the oak. I think they're very close. I think the way it goes right now, though, I'm going to swap those. So glass 2 will be in third. Glass 4 will be in second place now. Glass 1. Damn, glass 1 is close to glass 2. Shit. All right, let me go. Man, that's good. Like they got like better. So let me go then. I have glass 4 in second. Let me actually put that back in the fourth spot. And then third, I need to just letter these. All right. So let me go back again. Let's do glass 3 now, side by side with 1. Still dig that. All right. Now the bitteriness I don't quite like as much. Back to glass 2. Man, they're really drying out my palate now, though. That's good. This is really tough. Shit. Go back to glass 3 that I have in last place. Also keep that one in last. Just going back and forth side by side, it just doesn't quite hold up the same way. I mean, of course they're all going to be good. Like nothing here is bad, right? If anything, the one that would be bad would be the infinity bottle. So I'm curious where that's going to fit in. But they're all very close. Like one obviously isn't like significantly worse than the other one. You know, I'm a huge beam head. You know, I'm a big turkey head. So of course I'm going to like all this stuff. So let's do 1 and 2 one more time. Here we go, 2 or 4. I meant. I'm good. I'm going to tie those. I'm going to put 1 and 4 tied. So let's see what glass 3 was. That's what I had in my fourth place. Wow. Knob Creek 18. Okay. Shit. I mean, maybe the proof. That's the lowest proof of the whole group. So Knob Creek 18 goes in the fourth slot. And then the third, I had Russell's 13. Wow. Okay. So that was, I mean, close. I knew Hardin's Creek would be like up high in the mix. So these two tied. I was really torn. You know, they both offered a lot. It's hard to say. I'm going to guess that glass 1 is the Infinity. No, glass 1 was the Hardin's Creek, and glass 2 was the Infinity bottle. So I tied Hardin's Creek, Jacob's Well Batch 1, and the Infinity bottle. Russell's in third, 18 and fourth. Again, they were all really close. It got to a point where they were just all so good, and it's hard to kind of tell. Yeah, man, I was like really neck and neck with those two. That's like the glass 4 kept like moving up. And it's funny too. I'm glad that in the blind lineup it ended up in last too, you know. Or I mean like the last glass. But yeah, that's cool. So that's good to know. Infinity bottle, I didn't concoct a complete piece of trash, and it ought to be good because I put like all the best stuff I got in there and then some. So it needs a little bit of replenishing. So I guess I got to add a little bit more soon. But anyway, that's a wrap on this video, everyone. Thanks for watching and enjoy the remaining couple days of Bourbon Heritage Month. Cheers.